Hey everybody, welcome to Lisa's Art Room. Today we're going to work some more on my classic Christmas junk journal. Y'all come in and say hi. We're live on Facebook if you see the little red button at the top left. If not, you're catching a replay. I'll get you guys pulled up so I can see chat. All right, let's see. Let me get the journal. So here's the journal. It's getting there. It's filling up. Thank you, Dawn, for letting me know the sound is okay. Appreciate that. All right, so I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do today. I had planned just to kind of decorate pages, and then I came across this thing I made last year. It's like a little, kind of like a bookmark belly band with a window. It's made out of a junk mail envelope. And I was like, you know, that was kind of cool. So I think I'm going to try to do one of these. And then if I have time, maybe some other things. But that's the plan for now. I think I've got all the materials I need, hopefully. So we might play around with some glitter. I don't do glitter often, guys. I'm kind of got a little bit of a glitter phobia, but not really. But I don't like the mess. But I did see Nancy Piter, which is a YouTuber I watch. She was showing how to do it with tape, and I think she saw it from somebody else, but I saw it from her, so I'll just say her. But she was doing it with double stick tape instead of glue, and I was like, well, that's kind of cool. It seems less messy, so we're going to attempt that too. But it should be fun, so let's go ahead and pull the camera up and get started, okay? All right, let's see. So if I do the little bookmark belly band tag thingy, I'm not sure where I want to put it. Hey, Angela. Let's see what we got left here. Which ones of these are getting? They're almost equal now, so that's good. So we've got blank spaces here. I'm not sure what. I had a couple of pictures that I thought I might use. One of these, I'm not sure which one. Oh, I only have one of this. I can print one out. No, I had two. I know I had two. It's just hiding. There it is. All right, so I have these. So color-wise, I want something that will go at least with that. And then I can kind of figure out from there. They're similar colors, mostly browns, red, greens, a little bit of blue. The only one that doesn't have blue, I think, is the little girl. Let's see, got plenty of room here. Got lots of blank pages in this one, right in the front here. So it might be a good spot. I think the back filled up quite a bit. So I did go ahead and stick some things in the pocket of this. So I found this card. It was just an old card I had, and I thought the colors worked really well with it. So I went ahead and just stuck that in there because it just looks pretty. It's a little scene. I keep all my old Christmas cards. And then this side, I use this Winter Days. That in there. So that's that. Oh, that holly's so pretty. I wonder if I did this, that would go really well with that. I might lean toward that, guys, because it just looks really pretty with that. I have to see what paper I want to use, but So the envelopes I found, junk mail envelopes, are these. Got a decent sized window. I only need one of them, but I'm trying to do 2 journals, so I keep trying to find things with 2. So I think this will fit in the window well. Yeah. And then we'll cover it up. It'll be cut a little bit because I want it a little bit narrower. Not as narrow as this one, but a little bit narrower. Because I didn't have a window like that in any of my junk mail. But this one's close enough. So I think I'll use that and we'll put it here. So let's see what we can come up with. All right, so first step would be to make this fit into our opening, but we got to make the opening the size we want first. So I have to decide if I want it to be a belly band or if I just want it to be a bookmark. If it's a bookmark, it can be moved anywhere. But this part that goes inside is removable usually. It pulls out, and then you can journal on the back of it too. So I'm thinking, even if this is a belly band, this part could still work as a bookmark. So I may do a belly band style. I keep pulling it with this. I don't want to, well, I don't know. I don't guess it's a huge, I didn't want to cover up too much of that because it is so pretty. It's the only product. I make these backgrounds and I don't want to cover them up. Let's see. Possibly even put it on the other side, but I think this will be all right. I think I'm going to make it about equal to that side, so it'll be about yay wide. That's what I'm thinking. I will have to cut off a little bit at the bottom. It's not a problem. And cover it up. So, all right, let's do that. Let's see what papers we've got that match, kinda. I do have some scraps. I'll pull the scraps first and see if there's anything, and if not, I'll go into my other ones. Let's see what I got scrap-wise here. Trying to get all these colors and everything. No. I may not find anything perfect. Honestly, it might be better with a solid and then just decorate on it. It's a possibility. All these are the wrong direction too. All right, I don't see anything in my scraps. Let me go grab my other one. So, what do I got left? So much. Let's see. Just grab all of these papers. This holly's really pretty. I don't know where it came from. It might be too much holly, though. Yeah, that's too much. Let's not do that. Okay. So we have greens, blues, a little bit of a brownish gold almost. I think this one's too patterned. Patterned. I think you go in there. And let's see. There's some blue. I'm not sure. It's not very big though. I'd have to piece it together. so pretty. I could have used that somewhere. This is a nice little 6x6, but you're kind of limited as to how you can use 6x6s. Not a lot of ways, but it is very pretty. Those trees are gorgeous too. I'm probably just going to end up making a bunch of pockets out of it, is what I'm guessing. All right, what's in here? We got polka dots. No, not polka dots. Not that. Not the cardinals. Plaid's not horrible. Matches those greens real well. That's a possibility. Maybe. That's not bad either. Just looking at the tones. I don't think red. There's not a lot of red in that. I don't know if I like the pattern of this one. The colors are good, but I'm not sure about the pattern. Because I'm only going to be using a little of it. So far we've got that, which is good for small spaces because it's kind of compact. And we've got that, which isn't bad either. What's in Vintage Christmas? Hey, Deborah. Who else is on here? I see a Denise. I see Bonnie, Kathy, and Angela, and Nancy. Hello, everybody. I am thinking maybe that second one, and we can decorate over it, or we can piece. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to figure it out. I'm leaning toward doing a whole piece like I did with this one. That's kind of what I'm leaning toward. So let's see. Did I see Lori? Don't think I saw Lori. Nope. All right, so Lori's not on. All right, Dawn's on. Oh, I scrolled too far and it kicked it out. All right, come back. Okay. It's like if you try to scroll the chat and you scroll too hard, it kicks the whole video out. And I'm like, stop doing that. I was watching that video. All right, so we've got this one. And we've got this one. I'm thinking that's kind of cool. I like the way it looks with this color, I think. So let's go with that. This is out of the Plaid Tidings. And I think the colors will work with this. Even if I put some berry colors in there, if I wanted, you know, if I came over here and put little red dots or anything, I can pull in a little bit of, there's a tiny bit of red in there. Not much. All right, so let's cover this with that. I'm going to make this longer somehow. I'm going to attach it to something, decorate it so that it fits inside better. So let's see where we need to chop this off. Do a belly band. Looks like we need to lose about, this is just coffee dyed, so it's not super stiff, but I think it'll be all right. Okay. I lost my train of thought. I'm like, what are you looking for? A pencil. That was it. So I'll probably fold this under, but I'm going to mark where I want to fold it. Is it kind of sort of straight? I'm just going by the page. It may not be straight on the envelope, but we'll go by the page. Okay. So, let's see how we can do this. See how well it'll come apart if I just want to pull it apart. Sometimes you get lucky and you can get these apart fairly easily. Sometimes you have to heat them or wet them and wait for them to dry, or steam them. This is that plasticky almost coated paper. It tends to come apart a little easier. Right there, good. So got our little flap. So all I'm gonna do is adjust that spot. Actually, I don't even need that piece on this one. I usually keep it on there if I can when I'm opening these. That way if I want to use it as a flip, it's already there. But I'm not doing this one as a flip, so I don't really need it. And I'll probably leave enough there to fold under just to give me a better edge. So that's going to go to there. Can I score it? I'm just going to lightly score it. Just real light to help me fold it. So that's going to fold under. Go ahead and cut it so it's not so long and bulky. Use my scissors. So I'm just going to cut off this part. And let's see, that's going under to there. And then we'll just kind of make this a slight angle. Alright, so that will fold. I'm debating if I want to open the other side and glue it back or not. It just makes life easier, especially for covering it and stuff. It came apart pretty easy, so I may go ahead and do that. See if this side's just as cooperative. That way when I'm covering the inside, it's just easier. I don't have to try sticking it in there. There. Because I'll cover this so it doesn't look just white. Alright, so that's that. And then we don't need about... Actually, I don't need that cut like that because I'm not even going to have it there, am I? So I think I'll score this where I want it to be. I think I want about the same as that side. So what is that, about a 1/2 inch? That is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. Well, I'm on the wrong side, but that's all right. So about 5/8 off of there. So we'll score it up there. See if I can actually line this up, kind of, sort of. Does that look kind of straight? It's not too bad. I think there. I'm only folding it under just to give it a a little bit better edge. So I don't need all this bulk. So let's just go ahead and take all that off. This will get folded, and this has to move now. So that'll be there. Trying to think. I think I'm thinking right, but you know, some days, who knows? I think I am. All right, so what I want is this folded under. I should have scored all the way across. That would have made life much easier. Let's see if I can line it up. What do you think? I know that's not straight. I know for a fact that's not straight. Looks like approximately. Does it look straight? Kind of looks straight. Let's see if it matches. Match. Not too bad. Right. So that'll go on the end to close that up, and then that'll close back. I think I need this split. Just like that. Let's miter it a little bit, it'll make life easier. That gets folded under. This goes, actually, I think I lose this whole piece, right? Yep, that's what I was thinking. I lose that whole piece, so that's why I didn't need to score it. That's all right. Not a big deal. Okay, now it should work. So that goes like that, that goes like that, that goes like that. So I'm trying to see what I'm going to hit. I don't think I'm going to hit that, but I'm going to just kind of make it match that other side. Right, so this side is going to be our opening. I'm going to go ahead and fold that in. I'll be gluing that down. I just want to see how far it hits on this side, because this isn't as long. I don't really want to go narrower, but I might. I either go narrower or I just add the piece of paper that I decorate out further, which is what I might do. Just to make it not so narrow. Let me see. I kind of like that width. I think it's a good width for this card. I might have to trim it a little bit. I think it's a good width for that card. All right, so we'll just add a piece of paper there. So what I'm gonna do is cover this, make this side meet where this one is folding to. So I gotta add just a fraction, like 1/8 of an inch to it. So that when I put it in the pocket, they're even. I don't know how I did this one. Chances are it folded at exactly the right spot on this one, which looks like the case. I'll probably put a notch there, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece down. It's just going to be in my way. All right, let's get this cutting board out of the way. All right. Yeah, I'm glue that piece down. I'm going to miter this little bitty edge right here because it might not fold over flat. And this one. Okay. Now, the only purpose for putting this on here folded like this is just to give this edge kind of a softer fold, because right now it would have that kind of sharp envelope fold, and I don't tend to like that. I'd rather it be rounded kind of, you know, and softer so you don't cut yourself when you're trying to put things in and out of it. And I could have probably put the paper on the inside. Well, it's not even going to be on that side, so no, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. All right, so let's pick a color for the inside. We've got that. Where'd it go? Okay, I lost it. Girl, where did you put it? I don't see it anywhere. I know I pulled. Did I not pull it out? I did pull it out, right? Oh, maybe I didn't. I don't know. Because I don't see it. Is it still in here? I thought I pulled it out. I thought I remember ripping it, guys. I'm so confused. Oh, it's literally hiding. This was sitting like this, and it was hiding behind it. I was like, I know I did. No, I'm losing my mind some days, but you know, not that bad. So this is going to go on the front. We're going to cut out the window. And then something for the inside that kind of is similar. Could even just be stenciled. It doesn't have to be paper, but I'm going to put paper because I want to build up that edge. All right, where was that other one we saw that was similar? It was in Winterberry. Let's see if it matches enough. It might. No, it doesn't match at all. All right, so something that matches this. Maybe a solid, maybe not. I don't know. Something pretty. What about that? That's not bad. That's actually not bad. I think that's feasible. It's got all the colors. Almost looks like colorful snow. All right, let's see. Missing comments, guys. I'm trying to scroll without kicking y'all out. There's Lori. Hey, Lori. We haven't got that far. I was just cutting down the envelope. Hope you like the paper I picked. Alright, so I'm going to put this inside. Almost perfect. Just got to shave off about 1/8 of an inch on that side. And then we're going to have this meet this side. I don't think I need to fold it. It's cardstock. It should be fine. So we're just going to kind of, we'll just cut on the line. God, it's very crooked. It's just because I folded that. And I don't think my fold is absolutely perfect, but that's okay. It's close enough. Alright, and then we need to shave off just a tiny bit right here. Let me double check. Not much. Maybe only a 1/16. Okay. So we are making, for those who just jumped in, we are making a belly band tag bookmark thingy. I don't know. This doesn't have a name. Something like that. It still looks too long. I stuck it in there and it measured it and everything, but it's still too long. try that again. Okay, so we're going to glue this to this, and it should come out even with this. Yep, that's pretty good. All right. So, assuming I can get it in there correctly. That's the key. Now, it won't match up on this side. If we're going to use it as a bookmark and not a belly band, then I would cover this side too. If I'm just going to glue it in there and it's just going to be a belly band that you can pull a tag out of for a bookmark, then I say we just don't bother with decorating that because there's no need. Which is kind of what I'm thinking I'm leaning toward. So what glue do I want to use on this? I think I can just use art glitter. It's not going to give me much move time. Yeah, I'm going to use the art glitter. I think I'll use the bigger nozzle though. All right. Of course, it's probably plugged up because I haven't used it in a week. Maybe it's all right. So it's not directional, so I don't have to worry about that, which is good. And you do want to make sure that you do not get it too close to the fold there on the inside so that it lays properly. So if it's too far out or anything, I can always trim it. But I do want to make sure that it sits in just this side of that fold. Because I want to make sure that that will lay flat. That's the most important part for that. Okay, this lays flat. Okay. Just make sure the edge is down. Looks like it's good. So now when it's folded, those match up pretty good. All right, that's good. And it's a much prettier inside. So we got to figure out this window size for doing this. I'm half tempted to go all the way around it, but I don't, that just makes it so much thicker. I really don't want to. All right, so that's going to be, I'm just going to set it there. And then we'll trim that side off. About, looks like it's right on that line where that plaid is. Can't see the other side, but I think it goes all the way across. Looks like it. So right there. Let's trim that. And this will come out to about there. And I'm just going to put it pretty even and then ink it. Can I even see that mark? Yeah. I was like, oh no, it's pretty dark. All right, I can see it. If I mess it up, I have plenty more. I'm always nervous when it's my last sheet of paper. It's like, oh no, what if I mess up? All right, so I'm going to try to figure out how to do this window. So the easiest way, I think, is just to use graphite on it. I'm going to try that. Do I have some white? I think I have some white graphite. Let me find it. I haven't used it in a while. I usually just use it on my paintings. Let's see if we can get this window. So I'm going to stick that in there. Make sure that it's seated down where it's supposed to be. All right. And stylus. The bigger side. Try not to push too hard because I don't want to indent this plastic too much, the acetate. I'll see if that's showing. Kind of, sort of. I'll go just on the outside a little bit. You can usually erase this graphite pretty well. Hopefully I can see this. Honestly, as long as you get the corners. All right, let's see. Is it showing? I think it's showing. All right. Yeah. It's light, but it's there. Cut that window out. I think I'm just going to use a utility knife. And the corners don't have to be rounded. If you don't want them rounded, then you have to come in just a little bit from where you cut. I think I'm just going to round them because I don't want to lose that much. I'd have to lose another probably 1/8 of an inch, and I don't really want to lose it, so I'm going to try to round them. If I can see this line. As long as I get close enough, I should be able to ink it. Where's my knife? This always makes me nervous. It's like, is it correct? Am I going to mess it up? I don't know, maybe, but I'm going to try not to. This side's harder to see. It's kind of got a straight line on there. I'm going to try using my grid. It should be relatively straight. I'm sure it's not perfectly straight, but I'll try there. There. I'm not going all the way to the corners because I don't want to lose the round. I'm just going like where it starts to turn in. And then I will do the rest. I'm just going to kind of check my size. Looks good. All right, I think I'm all right. So I'm going to use my other knife because this one's not great for cutting corners. Use this one. It's hard to see, but I think I can kind of get it. As long as it's close. That one. That one. Okay, one more. Is it there? Yeah. Can I take the clear plastic off, measure it, and reglue it back? Sometimes. Sometimes that clear plastic does not want to come off, and you'll end up just tearing the envelope. And if you try heating it, it shrinks and crinkles. So it's not my first choice because it's usually glued on there pretty darn good. And the nice thing about it being glued on there really good like that is that when I put my tag in, I'm not going to snag on it because right now it's flush. It doesn't stick out or anything. And I think me gluing it back, it's going to end up sticking out. So that's not my first choice. I don't find this that difficult. You know, if it's too difficult, then I guess try a different method. And I'm sure other people do different things than I do. I've seen a lot of people just straight up. I'll probably save this piece for the second one because I can just trace this, assuming this one fits, which it should, but assuming it fits. So let's see how close we are. Not too bad. Got a little teeny edge, but I can ink that easy enough. But that's pretty darn good. All right, so there's that. Put a little cork back on there. So we're going to glue this on here. Hopefully get it straight. I think I'll go, debating on how I want to do it. I want to go this way. I think as long as I line it up to the fold, just above the fold, I should be safe. I can trim these edges if I need to. It looks like it's a fraction long. But I think that'll be fine. So I'll try to get the circle as best I can. It looks like it's pretty even to that circle. I think I did a decent job there because I'm just looking at it and I'm not seeing any real white. See if I move that way, I get a little bit of white. So the trick is getting it on there. That's what we're going to try to do. You know how that goes. All right, let's give it a shot. I'm debating if I want to ink it first. I don't think I need to ink it first because I think I have access to all of my corners except the middle corner. So let's go ahead and ink the inside. So I'm going to ink that with some, I think just brown. If I can find my brown. Floating around here somewhere. There it is. So we'll ink that. Let's go with, I think Vintage will show. Maybe. Maybe it will. That way I don't have to try to, I've tried to do it with a brush before because I forgot to ink it first. Go ahead and ink it now. Way before I stick it in there. And I am using cardstock, so it's thick enough to keep its shape. If you use just regular scrapbook paper, it would probably be a little harder to cut just because, you know, it wants to move more. Right there, that'll be good. We can ink this. This will wipe right off. So let's just go ahead and do it just because. So I'm just going to ink that. And I'll wipe it off the window. That way it won't show white if I mess up and it's not perfectly even. Could have used archival, but I think this will be fine. Where's my paper towel or something? Here we go. I don't want to use anything too wet because it'll make my envelope wet. So I'm just gonna use this wipe on this paper towel so that it's damp, so I can clean off this acetate. Yeah, see, I totally hit it there. If I use archival, I won't have to worry about that. I could have done that, I guess. I do have brown archival. I just need it to stay long enough to get it all put together. That should be good. Hot already. My kitty is wanting out. All right, hold on one second, guys. All right, mister. There you go. Go on. Come here. He's such a little talker. Always back talks me. All right, so let's try to glue this on here. I'm going to put the glue on here. I was debating, but I think I'm going to put it on here because I think it'll just be easier to line it up if it's not on the other part. I'm not going to go too close to this edge. Close enough. Hopefully I can always stick it in there and glue it down better later. Stick the point of the other one. I'm using the bigger nozzle right now just because it gives me a little more time as it goes on a little bit thicker. Alright, I think that's good. Let's try and line it up. I'm going to start with this bottom because I think that's my best bet. So just a fraction above that fold. The 1/16 of an inch. Ooh, it's slippery. Is that good? That looks pretty good. How close am I in the middle? Just a fraction. See, I can move it, whereas if that was just with that thin nozzle, I would not be able to move that at all. But by using the thicker nozzle, it gives me a little more time. That's right. I kept a separate bottle because I bought a refill, and so I keep one with my little thin nozzle on there, and then I keep one without. And I didn't do that until I had 2 bottles, but because that's a pain to take off. But if you do it once you have 2 bottles, you're fine. I'm trying not to whoops, what did I just pull out? Oh, trying to pull my thingy out. There, that's pretty good. All right, I think we are good. So I'll just ink this where it's not, I'd rather this match up than that. I'll ink it with some dark ink. That should be all right. So I think this is better off matching the window, and it looks pretty close. So let's just ink that. I think I will use archival though, just on that part. Let me grab my archival. Probably just brown. I could do a dark green. Do I have a dark green archival? I do. I have potting, not potting. What is it? Fern? I have a fern. I think it's fern. I also have just black, but where's the fern? I stuck it back, didn't I? Had it out yesterday. I don't use it very often, so I tend to keep it in my holder. Where are you? I lied, it's not in there. Is it? No, it's not. It's in this other pile. There it is. Alright, I think this might be dark enough. If not, I'll use brown, but I'm going to try this green, see if I can kind of camouflage that a little bit better. This fern green should match pretty close. Again. So I was just a fraction off there, but that's all right. That window must have cut it crooked. So I'm looking at where it hits inside, and it's not over. Yeah, that matches pretty good. Okay. So that'll blend and not show up too much. I might throw some brown on there too, just to help. I don't know, that green's not bad. It's close. All right, I'll leave that out for a second. Debating if I want to straighten this edge up because now I'm a little bit off, I think. Actually, it's not. It's actually perfect with the other side. How strange. So the envelope, I guess, is a little skewed. All right, that's fine. But that is what we want. And then we want to close this back up now because we're done with all that. I think I want this first and then this. Yeah. Do I need to zoom out just a fraction? Just a little bit. I feel like I'm going off camera. I'm going to switch back to my fine tip. All right, so we're going to close this envelope back up now. Like I said, I don't have to worry about decorating this because I think I'm going to glue it down as a belly band. I think that is the plan. All right, so do I want a notch? I think I want a notch. I feel like I cut my finger on that envelope, but it didn't. So I don't see anything. All right. So let's put a notch. Debating on where I want the notch. I don't know if I want it in the middle or if I want it right here in the middle. I'm leaning toward right there. That makes more sense to me for some reason. So just a little notch. And this should fit inside there. It opens up plenty. If you're worried about it not fitting, do your notch first, but I wasn't real worried about it. Is that wide enough? Debating if I want to use a wider circle. Let me look. Let's see what the wider circle looks like. Yeah, I'm going to do the wider circle. There. Good. Okay. Just a little teeny notch. And go ahead and ink that just because. Yeah, I'll just use the green. See what the green looks like. And logically, it's probably fine. Don't drop it. Plus, it's archival and it'll work better on that slippery envelope. So now I have to decide what the tag is going to be. Tag / bookmark, whatever it is. All right, that's good. Might put another coat on here and see if it covers a little better. All right. So there's that. So we got to make this fit now. So I need to cut off the edges just a little bit and attach it to something. What shall I use? I think that's archival. It's not going to come off. Can't tell. Yep, most of it off. All right. So let's see. It needs to be long, so I have to be out of the larger book. I have the trees. Not sure if I want solid. I'm leaning towards solid. And then just decorating it. I've got this pretty green that I think will match perfectly. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use that. Just a solid green. So we need to figure out where this is gonna fit. So I need to lose, looks like about a little over 1/8 of an inch on my length. Let's do it on this side. You want plenty of room to where you can slide it in there and out, but not so much that it gets out of position. I think about there. And then we'll figure out the width. And that just because it's a tad snug. A little bit more. And then once I add the layers on top, it'll get tighter. So just a fraction more. All right, let's see how that feels. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So there's that. And then we want this to hit like right there. So I'm going to trim this first because it's too big right now. I'm not sure if I want to leave any of this white or not. I'm going to leave a little first and see how it looks. I think there's room, but not 100% sure. It's probably not straight. Yeah. I think the edge I started with wasn't straight. Either that or the image isn't straight. That's also possible. Let's try this edge. That looks fairly straight. Glue on my finger. Let's see how this looks. Let go. Trying to get the Merry Christmas to show too. That's not bad. It sticks out just right there, a fraction. But I think that's okay. So I might go ahead and trim that white. Because I want this to be inside of this, so I'll trim it down to the brown. But that's a good spot for that. So to figure that out in a second, but I'll go ahead and trim it down first. So sizing everything up is probably the hardest part of doing something like this. It's not crazy. Oops, don't rip it. All right, cutter. Cooperate. Straighten my little piece back out. Scissors. All right. Snagged it and it's gonna tear if I'm not careful. There. I think I might have to change that blade soon. Of course, it was probably just me moving too fast. That's fine. I got a line to follow, so I'm all right. So how wide does this need to be? Looks like, is that in kind of, sort of flush? I think it is. Make sure it's seating in there. It feels right. Chalk pencil. So approximately there. I might go a tad inside that. Let's go this way. Somewhere in here. We just got to figure out exactly where. So stick that in there. About where we want it to be. We're going to line this up. Got a Merry Christmas I want to show. About there. Yeah. All right, so I got to mark that somehow. I could probably just mark this edge. Oh, it's so crooked. Let me straighten it out. It shouldn't be crooked. I'm going to try to see if I can straighten it first. Because I wanted to glue to this as straight as possible. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. So right there. Just gonna mark this bottom edge too. Pull this out. We'll probably put a little tab maybe. I don't know. It might not need one with the notch, but we'll see. So there, that's marked about where I need it. Let's see how straight it is. It's going to be a little more this way just because of the nature of the design. If that's okay. Or something, make it look a little more better. All right, that should be good. I think right there is where that's going to go. So do I just want to go? I think I just want to go ahead and attach that. I'm going to ink it. Debating on the color. I think I'm going to go with Scorched Timber. Let me find it. That it? Nope, that's black soot. Why is everything the last thing in the pile? That's twice I've went to reach for something and it's been the last thing in the pile. Oh, get your little inky thing. Alright, just gonna ink this. Just a little bit. Now I'm gonna round this, but I am not gonna round this one, I don't think. Mostly because it's got square edges where this border is, and I don't think it would look right if I rounded it. Okay, so that's going to go in there. Probably ink that in a minute, but let's go ahead and glue it down. Get this little spot here. I hope it sticks back together. I think once I get some glue on there, it'll be fine. I nudged it a little bit. Yeah, I think once I get glue on there, I'll be all right. Oops. Don't drop it. Okay. All right. I'll line it up to this spot here. trying to pull up on me. Get that little bitty spot that I snagged. I'm trying to glue down. Are you gonna glue? Are you gonna cooperate? There. I think I got it. Stay. Alright, that's good. So what should I put there? I gotta put something there. I could put a tree. Ooh, there's a thought. A tree. I could just paint one. I might just paint one. I'm trying to see if I had any ribbon that kind of sort of looks like a tree. Or I'll just paint one. I have some cardboard. I'm not sure I want that direction. I don't want to go too thick. Not super thick. I don't know, maybe I should just paint it. What do y'all think? Should I just paint a tree? I suppose. I also have this paper. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think that would warp very much if I just painted it with some watercolors, pencils or something. Or I can make a kind of a fakey tree with this. I'm torn. What should I do? What should I do? I know I have some more cardboard. I'm going to see what that other... I had some corrugated that was a little bit smaller. Corrugation. See if I can find it. It's here somewhere. I just saw it earlier. Oh my gosh, my mic's not going to reach. I have some tissue paper. That might be good. I'll try it. All right. Maybe corrugated cardboard. Where did I see you? Was it not there? I think it was there. No. I have this, this is some craft paper that I wrinkled over and over and over, doing like the momogami thing. That could make an interesting tree. I don't think it would be too thick. I'm just thinking if I put like a kind of sort of a tree shape, that'll help that side to make more sense, because it's so far over and I can't just cut it. If I cut it, then it won't go in the window right. But I can create kind of sort of a tree. So I'm going to tear this. I'm going to tear both sides. Trying to get it thicker on one side and not the other, but we'll see. Right. A little too thick right there. Okay, and then a little bit thinner up here. And then our trunk needs to be thicker, but we can fix that. A little bit pieced together trunk here. Okay, so this will go like this. I don't like that spot right there. I know I don't have fingernails, guys, so I might have to kind of help it with scissors. Right, that's better. And then this is a little thick, but that's okay because I'm going to add this trunk. This is going to be my trunk. Is going to be a little bit wider. I'm trying not to go too far on the edge either, because I don't want to have issues. definitely there. And then a branch, maybe. Branch, let's see. Debating on where I want the branch. Let's see if I do this. Could make it there. Maybe one there. Maybe one. I have enough room to turn it on. Just another spot. I think. Maybe through here somewhere. I could go about where those are. So maybe. Yeah, that might work. Something like that. Just gonna piece it. I'll glue it and it'll be all right. This is gonna go kind of sort of like that. And we might actually bring it up into that. A little bit narrower. Like that. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm just figuring it out as I go, guys. Alright, I'm trying to see if y'all have said anything, because you know how my comments are on my phone. They always disappear. Let's see. Let me reload that. Stop it. Okay, yeah, my comments might be showing. Alright, let's glue that down. And then what am I going to put over the top of it? Ouch. I feel like I need more through here. So this is my makeshift tree. Scooch it over for a second. And I think I want... Do I want texture or something there? What could I put there? I'm looking. I could stencil something. Look at a stencil. I don't know if I want ground. I don't think I want ground. I think I want... I don't know if I want a whole lot of anything there, but something. I need something. Oh my goodness. Let me look at my Stamperia stuff and see if there's anything in here. I think there's anything in here. I don't like the white edge on these guys. So not those. Where's the Stamperia one? Classic Fussy Cuts 8x8, and where's the 12x12? I don't have much left in it. I got a lot of 8x8s though. Let's see what's in here. If there's anything that would look good there. Debating if I want the tree first and then the saying over it. I'm thinking I've also got some fussy cuts in here somewhere. More birds. We don't really want more birds though. Kitty cat. No. Maybe. All right, I'll probably just pick one of these labels or something. Let's see. We'll just get the tree on first, I think. I'm thinking of giving the tree a little texture first, though. Right now it's just solid. Let me get my cardboard. I'll never figure out where these pieces go again, but that's all right. I'll make it work. Okay. I'm just going to ink them a little bit, just so they're got a little more texture. I think just regular ink should work if I can figure out where I set it. I got the scorched timber, that's too dark. We don't want that. How about just vintage or even walnut? Vintage or walnut? Let's go with walnut. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go over this paper and see if I can get this to show. Is it showing? Yeah, I think that's showing enough. I'm just trying to give this tree wrinkles a little more stuff to them. Get off there. I have no idea if I'm on the right side, wrong side at this point, but if I get some color, it'll be all right. It's hard to get it off without tearing the paper. I knew I was going to tear it. That one was kind of thin. All right, that's enough, I think. Let's try that. Okay. Hopefully I got the ink on the right side. We'll find out in a minute. All right, we'll start with the base. This is going to be tricky. A little bit. Oh, I knew I left that pen out too long. Clean my pen off. Okay. Hopefully I can get this to lay flat enough that it won't be an issue pulling it in and out of the tag. I have no idea if it's too long, but I'll trim it. Okay. So that goes like that. Just want to miss the Merry Christmas part. And like that. Alright, good and flat. And then for base, this is just so that the base of my tree is a little thicker. Your tree should always be narrower at the top than it is at the bottom, because that's how branches work. Okay, and then this one, somewhere around here, and I think I had this. Was it this one or this one? I think it was this one. Coming off of there somehow. That looks about right. kind of flimsy. It's hard to get glue on. Okay, where'd that little piece go? There it is. Might put some more ink on this pen. Oh, I guess it's a little more contrast, so we'll leave it. And then this one, I think I want somewhere here. Yeah, I think above the pine cones. Really? Okay. That should be good. It looks like a tree, right? Get some of this glue off my fingers. Let's see. Just gonna make sure it's laying flat. Any place that might snag. Glue rag at? No idea. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, I think that's good. Let that spot there. That might snag. Oh, that's not too bad. Maybe just there. Just a teeny bit. All right, and then we're going to put a saying or something. Let's see. If the background looks funny, I'll throw some texture on it somehow. All right, so we've got that one. Just trying to find a shape that works. I like these, but you can't even read them. They're so tiny. I don't even know what they say. It's like the color's nice, but they're very tiny. I don't know if I have any of those in the 12 by 12. I might. I'll look. I'm not sure I like the color on that one. Were there any others in here? No. Okay. Greetings. Greetings. Happy holidays. This one says, I like the saying on this one. It just doesn't take up much room. It says, may your tree bend low with Christmas toys and the whole day long be full of joys. Which is appropriate. I'm not sure I like the shape. That one's not too bad. That one's not too bad. I kind of like just the plainer one. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do on the other one, but I'll figure it out. All right, let's see. 12 by 12 box. Where are you hiding? What's in here? Anything? I feel like I used almost all the little ones. I know I have a small one of these too somewhere. I'll have to find it. I have a small pouch, it's the same set, I just have a small pouch. Okay, none of these. Yeah, these are all big things. Alright, let's see if I can find a small pouch. If not, I might have a sticker. I'll find the right thing, guys. I always do. It sometimes just takes me a minute. 12 by 12 fussy cats. Okay. What do we got in 12 by 12? Let's not get the 8 by 8s messed up with the 12 by 12s. Alright, these are 8 by 8s. You stay over there. And that's mostly because I only have one set of 8 by 8s, but I have two sets of 12 by 12s. Little gingerbread man. Hanging out in the forest. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Jolly Christmas. It's not terrible. I think these bigger ones will be better. Got some holly. What we got with this holly? Is there a direction that could possibly work? Just for under the tree. Possibly. Maybe something like that. Maybe. It's the same thing but bigger. It's too big. And then we got the birds. I don't want to use the birds because it's already got birds. Also too big. So maybe the little piece of holly and this one of the sayings. And if I need something else for my other one, I can always fussy cut it just from something bigger. I'll figure it out after. So this isn't bad. I'm debating if this holly's too big or not. What if I hang it from there? That's not bad. And then put this there. I think I like that. Okay, let's do that. I'll figure out my second one later. All right, this is 12 by 12, 12 by 12, 8 by 8. Right, you go back in here. And you go in here. I still got a lot of 8 by 8 stuff. Okay, let's go with that. I think that's cool. Glue. Okay, shall I ink that or not? Where'd my tweezers go? Oh, they're there. I don't think I want to ink that. Okay, it'll take off too much of that white. This I might ink. It's a little bit, it's fussy cut, so let's see if we can ink it. Get some of that white that's not got any ink on it. This one. So hard to get in these little bitty, teeny tiny corners. I don't really care if it has a little brown on it. It'll be fine. I just don't want the white spots showing. At least not for the most part. Challenging. It's flimsy. It's not too bad. Okay, that's better. All right, glue that down. What is on there? Y'all are quiet today. I'm kind of quiet too. I didn't get much done today. Been trying to cat-proof the house because little kitten's running all over the place in her room, and we've got to make sure her room is safe. That's always a challenge. It's like having a baby. This just barely fits there, so right about there. Squish it. It's cute. It looks like there's holly coming off the branch. We'll say it's mistletoe since holly doesn't really go on trees, but maybe somebody hung some up there, right? That's what we'll go with. I'm not going to get much else done today. Again. It's all right. All right, where do I want to go? I think between the two. Right there. Depending on what else it needs. I think I still want to round the edges. So let's do that. We'll ink that, I guess, with just brown. If I want to trim that, it's a little bit over. Not much. Teeny bit. Okay. I think that's cute. All right, let's see. Let's see what it's all going to look like and how it's going to work. Where's my thing at? See if I need to notch or anything. I lost my pen. Oh, there it is. Get that back in there before it dries out on me. Okay, so this is going to go in here, like so, and that's going to go there. So I'm debating if it needs either. I might notch both sides so you can get your fingers in there, because right now I can't get my finger in there. So let's notch it all the way through, because it's too hard to pull apart otherwise. Is this the right one? I think this is the one I used. I'm going to go all the way through. Oh, maybe. Maybe we are. It doesn't like that material. All right. Let's try. Find a piece of scrap. Cardstock. I know I have some scrap here somewhere. There it is. All right. sometimes your punch doesn't like certain materials. You have to add some beef in there to make it work. There. All right, now I should be able to get my fingers in there to pull that out. Okay. Yeah. Still a little snug. I might trim it just a fraction, guys. It fits, but it's snug. I'd rather it not be quite that snug. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I want to use my knife, because if I try to use the other thing, I think I'll just rip it. I'll have to re-round the edges, but that's okay. Just going to take a fraction off. Let's test it first. It's hard to get a hold of. I don't think it's the sides. I think it's just at the back. I think the sides are okay now. Right, I'm gonna leave it. I think that's enough. Where's my rounder? There it is. Just fix those edges. And ink. Let's get this glued in. Maybe once it's glued in, it'll be easier to pull in and out too. So we're just going to glue it. Debating where I want it. I think I just want it in the middle. All right. I might do something here. It's a little bit plain right now. Debating if I wanted to ink that spot. Still have the green sitting here. I did the rest of it in green, so it's not matching now. Just get that little spot right there. There. Okay. All right. So we're only putting glue on the top and bottom because we're going to just stick it in here as a belly band, which means. Now, it could be completely glued down, but I'm going to use it as a belly band. You could put something behind it. I don't know what, but I am going to go fairly wide on my glue on the top and bottom, just so it holds really well. But I'm going to still leave it open like a belly band. And then, you know, if you got a little piece of letter or a photo you want to stick behind it, you got room. That should be enough to hold it in place. Let's see if we can get this even so I can see where to glue it. All right. Am I straight? Kind of sort of straight. A little closer to my outside edge, but that's all right. All right, let's do that. Hold it for a second. There's no oozy glues. Sure I didn't glue to my second page. It's close. Could have gotten up a fraction. Think I can move it? Nope. Don't think so. That's all right. As long as it's not gluing together. All right, so that's got a space in there, so it could be used for something. But then this just goes inside, like so. And then you've got the little notch. And I think once it's glued, see, yeah, that's much easier. once it was glued down. All right, and then we need something there, I think, just because it's a little bit plain. And I am out of time, so I guess that works out fine. What was I going to put there? Let's look in 12 by 12, see if there's anything. What do we got? Jolly Christmas. Way big. A lot of these are food. Christmas music, fill the air. Didn't really have any music. Never a Christmas morning, never the old year ends, but someone thinks of someone, old days, old times, old friends. That's feasible. It's got red and green. I'm okay with that. Not the right colors. Season of frost and merry chime, bright herald of a happy time. Either one of those, honestly. What do y'all think? Let me zoom in a little. I don't know if Lori's watching. That one says season of frost and merry chime, bright herald of a happy time. It's got some holly and some, looks like magnolias or something. And then this one says, never a Christmas morning, never the old year ends, but someone thinks of someone, old days, old times, old friends. Yeah, I think one of those. Round or rectangular. Any thoughts? I'm mostly asking you, Lori, since it's yours. I think either will work. I lean a little bit more toward the round myself. I don't know why. My comments are so slow. I can never tell. Of course, she could have fallen asleep on me for all I know. That happens sometimes. I put myself to sleep sometimes. Dave says that he quit listening to me because every time I watched, he fell asleep listening to me. He's like, your voice is just so quiet and soothing. I don't know. I think the round one. We'll go with the round one. I don't see Lori popping on, so she might have fallen asleep on me. Either that or I'm not getting my chat, so Lori, you get the round one. Hope you like it. A little bit of ink on there. I don't know if it'll show. A little bit. It shows a little. All right, there. Okay, let's get this on there. And that will finish that off, so I think it's cute. Of course, it took longer than I thought. They always do. Everything takes longer than I think. I think I'm just slow. I don't know. It is what it is, right? Let's see if we can line this up kind of sort of straight. Cute. I like it. All right, that is that. I think that's cute. I like the tree. I wasn't sure if I would, but I do. I do like the little fake tree. I think it's cute. It's got a lot of texture to it. I don't know if y'all can see it. See all that texture? Look at all that texture. So that's fun. All right, that is our project for today. I'll be back on Monday. Well, I'll probably just leave it open. I might throw something in there if I see something later, but anything could go back there that fits. Could just be a, that's too big, but it could just be a piece of card. Could be a Christmas card that you receive. I have all my old Christmas cards sitting here. Let's see, what do we got in here? To give you the idea of what could happen with it. So you could put something behind there. You won't really see it anyway. So whatever you put behind there is just going to be a storage spot. But it could be good for like a letter that you want to read or something. Alrighty, we'll call it quits there, and I will be back on Monday. Let me zoom back out. There we go. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. Remember to check out my YouTube. I put all of these videos on the playlist on YouTube when I'm doing these journals. And it'll have a playlist that has all of them in order, so you can go back and watch them. It's just easier than trying to find it scrolling through my Facebook. That's hard to do. All right, guys, y'all take care. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. All right, bye-bye. It's very out of focus.